Welcome traders. If you're watching today's video, you want to know 2 day trading strategies that you can implement into your trading philosophy that can make you good money during the coronavirus times. Today I'm up around almost $60 just on this one stock on Roku by trading essentially 2 different strategies. So let's jump into it. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is the 5-minute candle chart of Roku, dollar ROKU. And of course, Roku is a company that makes the boxes for your TV to kind of turn your TV into a smart TV so you can watch, movies on Netflix, Amazon, etc. So it opened up at $132.71. It Wherever it opens up, technically really doesn't affect you as long as it's not. If it was $10 yesterday and it's $100 today, that would matter. But my trading approach, it doesn't really matter where it's opening up at. So it opened up, it tried to move higher. The high of the 5-minute candle was $134, call it $135. What that means is in this 5 minutes of trading from 9:30 to 9:35 Eastern, the stock moved up from $133 to $135 roughly. $2 move. So if you had one share of Roku, you would be up $2 in 5 minutes, which is pretty crazy. But it couldn't go higher than that and started to sell off. As you see, it kind of peaked at the 135 mark, and then it kind of just kind of came down here, which is fine. So why would that happen? I mean, there's a bunch. You have to analyze a stock to really figure out what the psychology is. But maybe people who bought it here were satisfied with a $2 move, so they started to sell it down. Maybe people thought that move was too extreme, so they started to short the stock. But regardless of, you could speculate on the psychology, but the stock moved down in price. So once it starts to move down, buyers start to come back in at around 10:15, and the stock tries to curl up here. This orange line is called the VWAP line. You can see it right here, VWAP. VWAP means the volume weighted average price. It takes the price of a stock, factors in the volume, how many shares the stock is exchanging hands at, like how many shares are being traded, to kind of give you the volume weighted average price. It's something that big banks look at, like Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, and retail traders like us to kind of determine and see where the stock is going to go. If it's above the VWAP, it's commonly believed to be a bullish sign. If it's below the VWAP, it's commonly believed to be a bearish sign. So my first strategy is called a VWAP reclaim. What I like to see is a stock tries to move up, it fails, goes below the VWAP, has a nice sell-off, and then buyers start to come in. So it has this kind of curling matter. It curls up, it pops over VWAP on a nice looking kind of breakout, but then it fails to go higher. And that's really important, is that many breakout traders just think, okay, I need a breakout and I need it just to boom, but it's not sustainable if that happens, right? You need the sellers to come in and get out of the way. You need profits to be taken so you could have kind of a refresh and a round 2 of the breakout. So where I love to enter is, well, first I want to see it sell off. So I want to see the sellers step out of the way, but I want to see them step out of the way right before it goes below VWAP. So I want to see the price still above that volume weighted average price. My entry is the first candle to make a new high, which would be right here on this candle. Why is it the first candle to make a new high? Because you want to have some sort of confirmation that yes, indeed, this setup is setting up and the stock is going to go where you think it's going to go. So once I see that, I enter. So let's say I take 5 shares at $133, call it. I hold it all the way up here, $134.50. That's $2.50 a share, or $1.50 a share, which is not bad. It's only a matter of really under an hour, half hour. So that's the first strategy I trade. And if you're curious about where the stop loss would be, the stop loss would be right here at around $132.11. You want to give your stock some buffer, because what's the most frustrating, at least for me, and comment down below if it's frustrating for you and if you experience it, is if you get stopped out, but then a couple minutes later, the stock does exactly what you think it does. At the same time, you don't want to put a stop. You don't want to give yourself too much room, because then you're really just giving into your ego and you don't want to come to the grips with the fact that you're wrong. So that's strategy number one, the VWAP reclaim. Strategy number two is a descending triangle pattern. Sounds cool. Cool. What it means is, and there's two characteristics. The first characteristic is that there's solid support level. So let me first draw out where it is, and then we could explain where it kind of came into fruition. I'll draw this extra line to kind of show you the triangle part here. So there's a triangle. Boom. So as you can see, it looks like kind of a right angle triangle. Throwback to geometry class. There's your 9-degree angle there. Cool. Okay, so the first characteristic of this descending kind of triangle pattern is that there's a solid support level. This support level is right here at $132.74. And that's important because, well, you'll understand in characteristic 2, which is that there's a consecutive amount of lower highs. So as you see, the stock closed, the highest point was here, then it was down 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 here. Really came back up a little bit, but not that's insignificant. And you essentially want to see the consistent lower highs. And what that means in a conceptual standpoint is that the buyers are slowly deteriorating and they're being chipped away at. The strength that they have is waning. And if you think about it as, a game of tug of war between the buyers and the sellers, the buying side, they're getting tired, maybe their anchor is slowing down, but it's that constant game, and the buyers are showing weakness and they're slowly fading away. What's important to note is you want that kind of support level there, because that is what allows for this explosive breakdown. Again, this is hindsight, but as you see in ROKU, the thing just tanked. It just completely got obliterated and it fell. And of course, today was special because it was helped by the White House briefing with Fauci, who had a very pessimistic outlook on the economy, so that definitely helped. But with this kind of support level, it can only hold so much, and then once it breaks, it breaks. The rug is pulled from under the floor, and there's just nothing to hold it up anymore. It's like if you build a building with unstable with an unstable framework. Once it goes, it just goes, and you kind of want that to have an unstable framework because it kind of builds a bubble around it in the sense that there's kind of a false hope or a false optimism. So once it falls, people start panicking, and then it just hits the fan, and people who are short can make a lot of money. So that's strategy number 2, is this descending kind of triangle platform. Again, just to kind of draw out here, you got a nice little support level there, and then you have this kind of series of consecutive lower highs, and then the stock just kind of tanks like that. So that's exactly what we saw here with ROKU. Now, going back to what I actually traded today, this first VWAP reclaim strategy going long, I didn't see it. I was in other trades. I'll put today's day trading recap video in the link below so you can check it out. However, I did take a short position. I think it was around here. I don't exactly remember, but what I definitely did was take a position right here for this break. So just on this stock, I'm up almost $60 just trading essentially just this strategy. But if you saw this one, kudos to you, and you could have made a good buck. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about day trading in the stock market, financial freedom, please leave a like on the video, subscribe, comment down below what's going on in your life. If you're trading anything, what stocks are you looking at? I'm very interested in seeing what other people are looking at. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I will be trading, and look out for that video.